What's up, everybody? This is Sean with the Smoking Section coming at you live. I am so happy to be back right now. I finally got my computer back. We were having a little bit of issues with the computer just trying to, do the skipping while the videos were being made. Hopefully everybody saw the video that I wound up putting out over the weekend. There was no skipping, so that was a plus for me. Probably the next step for my computer would be just to buy a new one. But right now we're going to make this one work until I get that process ready to go with a little bit of money coming in at some point in time, hopefully. But until then, you're stuck with this computer. You're still stuck with me, which is an A-okay thing in my mind. So sorry if I keep moving this back and forth. It's been a little bit. I'm actually going to drop this down a little further. There we go. That's perfect. So what's up, everybody? This is Sean with the Smoking Section. Tonight, I am so excited to bring you guys this cigar. I wound up doing a quick little intro video to this on Saturday. So if you haven't seen that, check it out. Give it a look and see what you think. But tonight, we're actually going to be lighting up one of these bad boys. I'm so excited for this. I cannot wait. I'm actually holding back my anticipation right now by not lighting this cigar up right now. But it's going to happen soon, I promise. So tonight, going over a few things. Almost Merry Christmas, everybody. It is almost Christmas time. Hopefully everybody's getting their shopping done. You're getting all your cards sent out, this, that, and the other thing. All of that good stuff. Hopefully you guys are ready for Christmas, which is coming up. And there will be a special Christmas video coming soon. I'll probably record it a little early and drop it on Christmas Day, so look out for that. I'm really excited to be doing that. But anywho, we're not about that right now. Tonight, we are all about this cigar that I'm going to be introducing to you guys in just 1 second. So we have Eric coming up saying, "What's up, Sean? Screen is much better, brother." I am so glad to hear that. Like I said, I have my old rig back, my old laptop back, so everything got worked on. I got new parts for it. It's running a little better. It's running a little quicker, and I'm just so happy to be back. So without further ado, tonight, you're wondering, again, why is he wearing his Flyers gear? Well, because this cigar is coming from one of the Flyers' bests, Mr. Brian Propp. And I'm pleased to introduce to you all tonight Guffaw Cigars by Brian Propp. Now, this is the 5-pack. Now, yes, you're probably wondering what's all that silver stuff on there. That is the signature that I got from Mr. Brian Propp himself. I also got a hockey puck signed by him, and I wound up, exchanging numbers with him. I told him I was going to be doing a cigar review on this, so I hope he stops in at some point in time tonight. But if he doesn't, hopefully he'll see this soon, and hopefully I do his cigars justice because I know these cigars are going to be a banger. So with that being said, yes, everybody, this is the 5-pack that I got from Guffaw Cigars. Now, there are two. I got to try and find out where I'm going here. There are two Suave cigars, which are going to be these two right here. I got two Medinos, which are right in here. And what we are smoking tonight, one of my personal favorites and things I love to smoke, I have the Guffaw Maduro, which has 7 different blends of tobacco product in this. This is going to be a rip-snorting good time. And I'm just so excited to light this up. So I'm going to light this up before we get into any of the information, before we get into any of that. I'm going to light this up because my mouth is watering right now, trying to determine how this cigar is going to play out. And I know it's going to be great. So once again, I'm using my Zycar V-Cutter because I absolutely love this thing. Got a little bit on me, but that's okay. And I'm using the dagger, the old trusty dagger. So let me go ahead and light this thing up. I'm going to give it a little bit of a torch on the end just to get us started here. Right. That'll be good. Ooh. Ooh, that is really, really good. Let me take a second. Hold on, everybody. Hold on. That is really, really smooth, everybody. I got to tell you, that is a really smooth first light. This cigar I have been anticipating smoking since I got the box on Saturday. I wound up meeting Brian Propp. He's an awesome guy to talk to, awesome guy to just talk cigars about. We didn't talk too much hockey because obviously he was there to promote his brand, which I can't blame him for that. The guy is a legend. I mean, if you guys don't know Brian Propp, I got to tell you, look him up. I mean, he's all over YouTube with some of his old goals, some of the things that he used to do on the ice. I mean, the guy is a legend. So I mean, if you guys haven't heard of Brian Propp, I got to tell you, you got to look him up. I mean, the guy is an absolute whiz on the ice, and I mean, he was brought into the Hall of Fame in 2014. So I mean, he's already a Hall of Famer, and now he's bringing us a Hall of Fame winning cigar, which I know is just going to be absolutely awesome. And now let me quick catch up with the chat real quick. We got Ted Urbanski saying, looking good. We got Mickey Otchinger giving me a little wave. What's going on, girl? How you doing? I got Johnny Harris. What's up, Sean, Terry, Eric, and the gang? What's going on, Johnny? How you feeling, brother? So I got to tell you, this cigar, and if you're wondering, real quick, little timeout on the play. If you're wondering why my hands are shaking, it is freaking cold here in New Jersey. I got a little salamander spiral heater that has not been hooked up yet. We're going to hook that up hopefully this weekend, and it'll be a little bit warmer in here, but yes, it's a little cold. So if it looks like I'm doing this a lot, it's freaking cold in here. But nevertheless, we're going to keep going back to the cigar. So going back, right off, the initial light off, I got to tell you, this cigar is absolutely smooth. For a Maduro cigar, that usually, and not every Maduro, but a lot of Maduro cigars depend a lot on, I want to say, a lot of pepper notes. That's really what gives it that nice, bold flavor. That way you know that it's a Maduro. You know that this thing has some heat behind it. And the initial light of the Maduro from Guffaw Cigars is just absolutely awesome and smooth. I did taste a little bit of pepper in there. I'm going to see what goes through the rest of it. But I got to tell you, it was just a very, very smooth beginning to the start of the cigar. And I'm actually really curious on how it's going to continue on as we get further and further with the smoking. So I'm really, really excited. So if you guys don't mind, I did write down a couple little notes that I want to tell you about the cigar because it was a lot for me to kind of remember, and I was never really good with keeping a lot of things up in here for me to put out through here. So if you guys don't mind, I'm going to read you guys a little bit about the cigar and just let you guys determine on if this is something that you guys are looking forward to doing. So for the Maduro, it is a full-bodied smoking at its finest, featuring a unique blend of 3-year-old Nicaraguan and Dominican Ligeros with a classic Cuban seed seco finished off with a Habano 2000 Maduro wrapper. And a little bit about Brian Propp himself. Brian Propp played in the NHL for 15 seasons. He has been a cigar smoker since he started in the league in 1979. Propp was ranked second in goals, 356 goals. Right there. I'm going to stop right there. The man is just a beast when it comes on the ice. And that's why I was so intrigued about trying out his cigars, because if the man puts as much passion on the ice as he's going to do with these cigars, it's a winner. I mean, he went in the Hall of Fame. This should be in the Hall of Fame. This should have its own little plaque and picture for the Hall of Fame, because I know that he's going to put so much time and effort into making sure that these cigars are great. I mean, already right off the bat, it's an awesome cigar. It's a great light. I mean, I'm not fighting it. It's very smooth. I absolutely love this cigar so far. And I'm really, really excited about continuing to smoke this on. So I got Wade and Wedderburn checking in saying, what's up, Sean? What's going on, Wade? Good to see you, my brother. How's it going? And we got Johnny Harris saying, thank you for the card, Sean. Tell Jess hello. All is going well, Terry. Good, man. I'm glad you got your card. I'm glad you got your Christmas card. Yes, I did send out some smoking section Christmas cards. If I already had your address, then I wound up sending one out. And then there was a few people that I reached out to kind of say like, yo, man, I want to send you a little something, because they're usually the ones that are the top contributors. They always support and they always come out and check me out and at least check in. So just think, for next year, keep checking in, you keep supporting and everything, you'll get a Christmas card too, and maybe a couple stickers as well. So right now I'm absolutely, and I gotta show you guys this, because I didn't do that, and I always do that. I gotta show you guys. Let me block the light out. There we go. He's got that awesome orange and black and white, typical Flyers colors, and I mean, he's got the BP up in this area right here on the actual band with the crossing hockey sticks. And I mean, it's a beautiful cigar. I mean, just that dark Maduro wrapper, that 2000 Maduro wrapper is just absolutely insane. I mean, it just has such a beautiful look. It actually draws you in to the cigar. It's absolutely beautiful. Oh, I got Christopher Ojeda checking in. What's up, brother? What's going on, man? How you feeling, man? Good to see you. Thanks for stopping in and checking us out. And it has a really, really nice, almost like an oily kind of taste to it. An oily taste with that pepper and a little bit of like a leathery taste that I'm getting from it as well. I'm getting a little tiny bit of like a chocolate in the back, like a little hint of chocolate. It's very, very smooth, but it all blends together really, really nicely. And I got to tell you, it's an absolute beautiful cigar. I mean, it just really kind of brings you into it. I got this one in the 5-pack, and you know, if anybody knows me, I'm a Maduro smoker by heart. I mean, I love smoking anything and everything, but I love Maduros. I love the heat of a cigar. I love the pepper, and I love just that little bit of burn right up in here that you get, and especially on the nasal exhale. I just love that, and I get a lot of awesome flavor from Maduros. But I mean, Connecticut's and Corojos, and even the Medinos, they all have their own unique flavors to them. But I'm a Maduro smoker by heart, and I got to tell you, this is an absolute game changer when it comes to cigars. It's absolutely beautiful. Christopher Ojeda saying, looking fly in that gear. Thank you, man. Me and Chris wound up hitting some awesome Flyers games last year before all this what do you call it? All this corona, social distancing, can't touch anybody, don't even sneeze out in public or else you get like locked away, came about. So we got to hit up another Flyers game, man. We got to, bro. We absolutely have to. I got Peace, Love, and Guns checking in. Oh, damn. The cigar ain't the only thing that's lit tonight. Quality is on point. Well, you know, I got to try, man. I got to try. You know, if I'm smoking something by Mr. Brian Propp, I'm going to represent. And I mean, I'm a Flyers fan by heart anyway. I mean, diehard Flyers fan. I mean, I love the Flyers. I love hockey in general. I mean, I'll watch hockey all day long. I don't even care if the Flyers are playing. I'll watch it all day long. But right now there is no hockey on TV, so I'm kind of stuck with just wearing it around. But right now I have the perfect reason for wearing that, or this, I should say. Mr. Brian Propp, the Maduro by Guffaw Cigars. So if you guys were wondering too, by the way, I'm gonna throw a little info at you guys. So Guffaw, if you've ever looked up Brian Propp's, like any of his videos on YouTube or anything like that, you're probably wondering, what is Guffaw? Well, I looked it up myself because I really wanted to be on point when I wound up, you know, bringing this to you. Guffaw is like a chuckle or like a hearty laugh every time he scored a goal. So he wound up just busting out like he was just happy that he wound up scoring that goal. So that's where Guffaw comes from, Guffaw Cigars. And I got to tell you, I mean, this cigar is, I mean, look at this ash right now. This ash is some solid ash right now. I absolutely love the way that it's just layering down right on there. And I mean, it is awesome. I'm loving the flavor of this cigar right now. Absolutely loving this cigar. And if you didn't already know, actually, I'm gonna do something that I hardly ever do. I'm gonna show you guys behind the scenes I got Terry Monroe back there with me, and he is smoking the Suave out of the 5-pack. Now, in this 5-pack, you're going to have 2 Suave cigars, which is like the Connecticut. You're going to have 2 Medinos, which is not close to a Maduro. It's more along the lines of like a lighter blend. I'd almost compare it to like a Corojo. And then you have 1 of the Maduros, which the Maduro has that 7 different types of tobacco in it. It's an absolute awesome cigar. And with me loving Maduros as much as I do, the first cigar that I had to try was obviously going to be the Maduro. And I got to tell you, this is an absolute awesome cigar. After this video, I'm going to put a link in the description. If you are interested in getting any of these cigars, and let me bring this back out again because it's beautiful. It's absolutely beautiful in my eyes. If anybody is interested in getting a 5-pack from Guffaw Cigars, I'm going to post the link on the video in the description, so that way you can try these out yourselves. Now, there's a catch, okay? There's a catch 22, or in this case, a catch 26. Get it? Because 26, Brian Propp. See what I did there? There's a catch 22 to this. There's only going to be a limited amount of these cigars. You gotta get your hands on these. If you can't wait for this video to be done and you don't want to wait for the website in the description, I'm going to give it to you right now. www.Guffawcigars.com. Check them out. Read everything on that page. Before I even struck this video up tonight, it's an absolute awesome website. They go into so much detail about who they are, what their passion is, what the cigars are, what you can get, the prices, this, that, the other thing. Snatch them up while you can, because they're only coming out for a limited time from what I've heard so far. So check them out. From what I've heard, there's only going to be like 356 boxes. I'm not sure if that's like per state or what, but that's the 356 boxes for the 356 goals that he made. Okay, hold on. Correction. Okay, 426. Okay, so 426 limited boxes. That's for the number of goals he made. I apologize. I have my notes over here, and I was trying to scroll through what it was, and I do see that right there. I just looked in the wrong spot. So, yes, snatch them up while you can, please, because they are absolute game-changing cigars. So, please, check them out. So Eric is asking, do they sell them at the Smoking Dog? Well, Saturday in Mount Holly, we had Brian Propp at the Smoking Dog. I'm not sure if he left any boxes there or not. He had his whole bag together. He had his hockey pucks, his brochures, the big box of Guffaw Cigars, the sampler pack that I have over here. I'm not sure if he left any there or not. Your best bet would be to go online and try and snatch them up, just in case. They are the same price. It didn't matter if you went Saturday and tried to get a box or if you bought them online. For the sampler pack, it is $60 for 5. Now, you're probably thinking to yourself, that's a little pricey for 5 cigars. But if you think about it, these are limited edition cigars. Look, I'm on most of these Facebook groups. If you go to the bazaar on Facebook, they're buying regular boxes of cigars, and people are bidding on these cigars for more than the box sold for. So what I'm trying to say is snatch these things up. They are absolute awesome cigars. They're beautiful cigars. You are not going to be disappointed in these cigars. They do have bundles. They do have a collector's box, which was 142, somewhere around there. And then they had the Brian Propp special collection, which was, I think, a little over 2. I got to double check the numbers again, but that came with the box of cigars, a signed autograph photo, a whole mess of things in there. So check it out. GuffawCigars.com. Check them out. Seriously, go. Pause the video. Well, maybe you can't pause it because it's live. But nevertheless, bring up your computer, bring up another tab while I'm playing in the background, and check these cigars out because you are not going to be disappointed. I promise you. And I really can't get over how smooth this cigar is. I mean, like really, really smooth when it comes to the actual cigar. I know that even in the description online, it says for Maduro, it's very, very smooth. And I'm just absolutely surprised that it's as smooth as it is for a Maduro. I would smoke this every day, to be honest with you. This would probably be, if I smoked like 3 to 5 cigars a day, this would be one of the cigars that I would put in there. Honestly, this really is. I would buy enough that I could smoke one of these every day. David Batwell checking in. Happy Monday, everybody. Happy Monday, David. Good to have you with us, my brother, as always. I mean, the tastes that I'm getting right now from this cigar are just, they're complementing each other really, really well. The pepper, first of all, the pepper is not too strong. It's not in your face. It's not blowing up your teeth. It's very subtle, but you can tell that it's a Maduro. It's still there. It still has some strength to it. It's not a wimp, but it's still very, very there. David saying, did you just get off the rink? No, I did not just get off the rink, but I wish I did, because after a nice long hockey game with like checking people and brawling and slapping pucks, this is the cigar that I would relax down with. Honestly, I would. So Brian Propp has been smoking cigars since 1979 when he got into the NHL. So I mean, for him to bring out his own cigar line, he's an avid cigar smoker. So I mean, the guy knows what he's going to like, what he's not going to like, and he's not going to put out a bad product. I mean, the guy's going to know, those Nicaraguan and Dominican tobaccos that went into this cigar. He's going to know that those are pretty much what make a good cigar. A lot of cigars that you find today are either Dominican or Nicaraguan tobaccos. Now, there are other ones out there, but 9 times out of 10, when you find a cigar that you really, really like, a lot of people go for Dominican tobaccos or Nicaraguan tobaccos. And he's putting that in this cigar. I mean, this cigar is just, it's absolutely blowing my mind that he's only making so many limited boxes, because these things are absolutely awesome. I mean, they really are. I mean, the flavor profile, the pepper, the leather, the little bit of like a chocolatey taste in there. I mean, the oil. I mean, for it being so dark, it's not overly oily, but I mean, it just has that nice little subtle oil. It's almost like somebody's getting up to you and just saying, hey, there's oil in this cigar and it's good. And you're just like, oh, okay. Hey, there's oil in this cigar and it's good. I mean, it is just one of those cigars that just absolutely blows your mind, because it has such a unique flavor to it. Now, I know that there's a lot of cigars out there that put Dominican and Nicaraguan tobacco, and it has pepper and some leather and a little chocolate note, and some are oily, but some aren't. But it's just absolutely awesome the way this cigar just speaks to your taste buds. And I have Robert Drapp coming in saying, sounds glorious. Let me tell you, go to www.Guffaw, Guffaw cigars.com and experience this for yourself, Robert. Honestly, if you weren't here already, let me show you what this is. This is from Guffaw Cigars, Brian Propp, his cigars. These things are awesome. I've only smoked the Maduro, and I'm already like, if I smoke this Maduro, do I have enough time to smoke another cigar? I mean, they're absolutely awesome. Now, these are going to run you like $60 for 5, but the quality is there. I mean, who wouldn't want to pay? That's what, like 5 cigars. So that's like what, like $13, $14 a cigar, about thereabouts, with some change plus tax, depending on where you live. I mean, that is absolutely awesome. Absolutely awesome. Oh, so Robert Drapp said he did a bit of Googling after he saw it on the smoking section. Awesome, dude. Awesome. I'm glad. See? Check them out, man. Everybody, check them out, because these are awesome cigars. They really are. I mean, I, I gotta take some puffs, because I'm talking too much, and I love this cigar. I gotta take some puffs. By the way, I'm pairing this with a nice apple cider, or no, apple pie moonshine. Sorry, I can't speak because I'm more concentrated on the cigar, which is a good thing. Yeah. So by the way, so for the for the 5 pack, these are going to be 56 by 6 for the size of the cigar. It's a beautiful. I mean, it just fits right in your hand. It does. It fits right in your hand. It's not too big. It's not overwhelming. It's an absolute banger for a cigar, and it has that nice 6 inches long, so you can get every enjoyable smoke out of this cigar. And Robert Drapp saying, I am going to be looking at getting myself a 5 pack. There you go, man. See, everybody needs to be like Robert and check out these cigars and grab a 5 pack. Seriously. I mean, I'm not trying to set the bar too high, but be like Robert. Because, I mean, in all seriousness, you are going to absolutely love these cigars. Honestly. Um, this cigar is absolutely, it's a game changer for me. In all honesty, it really is. It's a game changer. It's an absolute beautiful, beautiful cigar, from flavor to looks to just construction. I mean, you can't go wrong with this cigar. Honestly, you really can't. And it has just such a nice, easygoing smoke. I mean, it just rolls right off your tongue. You're not fighting it. You're not fighting this cigar at all. It's absolutely just amazing the way this cigar produces. And I mean, I don't want to say that I was blown away in the sense of, I was like, all right, it's a hockey player trying to put out a cigar. No, I mean, I had very high hopes for this cigar. And now that I'm smoking it, it was just kind of like, it's like being told your whole life that Santa Claus exists, and then you go ahead and you say, like, oh my God, he does exist. And like you find out that he really does exist. Like your whole childhood was just kind of like, could he exist? Could he? And then you find out that he does, and you're just like, your mind is blown. You're just like, this is absolutely amazing. I mean, that's how this cigar has taken me so far. I mean, if I show you guys this ash real quick, this ash is just piling on so nicely. It's shaving off a little bit. I'm getting a few curled ends, but I mean, it's holding together so nicely. And it's just absolutely blowing my mind on how beautiful this cigar is coming together. It really is. The flavor profile is unique, just for the sheer fact of, I haven't gotten too many Maduros other than the one that I tried and I didn't like too well, the Alec Bradley Magic Toast. That oil that was in there was a little too heavy for me. Not going to lie. That was the cigar that made me sick. I still like it because it's unique, but that one wound up making me a little sick. But this one, that oiliness that I'm getting, that little hint of oil in there, just has a really, really nice lightness to it. You know, it's almost like putting some oil and vinegar on your salad and light on the oil. You know, it was just enough to show you that it's there. And hey, I'm part of this flavor profile too. I mean, it's that unique and it's that nice in this cigar. Insert 6 inch joke. Yeah, thank you. I appreciate that. And I got a nice ash too. Thank you. I've been working out, at least lifting my arm up and down to smoke the cigar. I'm doing curls. Okay, we're working out while we smoke. See, that's my excuse for the night. But in all honesty, I really, really am enjoying this cigar. But real quick, I know that we're not just here for cigars. I want to find out how everybody's been doing. How's everybody hanging in there? How's everybody, dealing with all the COVID stuff and with Christmas coming? Is everybody ready for Christmas? Is everybody's shopping done? I mean, how's everybody been? Because it's been a little while since I've actually caught up with everybody. The last time I tried doing a live cigar review, somebody put a giant bomb in my plane and blew me out of the sky, and that person that put that bomb in my plane was my own PC. It was a piece of junk, but I tried getting something out. So once again, I apologize for anybody that came last Monday and got disappointed, but we're back tonight, so hopefully this will make up for it. So how has everybody been doing? And we got D-Hub chilling. He's in the building saying, what's good? What's going on, D? How's everything going over there in Tejas, brother? Yours is burning pretty good. Oh, there you go. See, let me. No, I don't want to drop it. Here, I'm gonna. Once again, another behind the scenes moment. We're starting all sorts of new things this year. Look at that, nice ash right there. There it is. There it is. So yeah, we're trying to get more different things into these Facebook lives. We're trying to get some good stuff in here. A little behind the scenes, all that good stuff. You're going to send me some stickers, aren't you? Yes, I am, my brother. I'm going to be sending those out. I've been trying to get everything together for Christmas with wrapping presents and getting my computer back and all that good stuff. So, yes, I will be sending out stickers, which reminds me, if anybody hasn't already received any and you're looking to grab some, boom! I have the smoking section stickers. They're still in. So if you would like to grab some smoking section stickers, say that 5 times fast, hit me up, message me on Facebook, or message me on Instagram and let me know. So that way I can send those out to you. So thank you for reminding me. We got David Batwell saying, I way overspent on cigars this month. I need to be a good boy now. Well, unless you're giving one to Santa, he's probably going to put you on the naughty list, but I will put you on the nice list only if you wind up giving me a few. No, I'm just kidding, David. Well, hopefully you enjoy every single one of them, my man. You'll have to send some more pictures in the smoking section and let me see what you're smoking on. I'm really excited to see that. Johnny Harris saying, another guy tried to get my cutter, Sean. Seems to be a popular cutter. It is pretty awesome. Hey, man. I'm just so glad, and D-Hub is at, or not D-Hub, Johnny Harris is in the smoking section live right now. I can actually say congratulations on winning the smoking section's first giveaway. If you didn't already know already, Johnny Harris wound up being our winner for the Leather Rose travel case, which holds about 40 to 50, a Leather Rose cutter, a gator, some patches, some stickers, and I think it was like 8 or 10 cigars that you wound up winning, man. So congratulations on that, man, and thank you for continuing to be a big part of the smoking section. And I have my lady love checking in, Jessica, sending out some love. Hey, baby, how are you? Good to see you. I think Jess is cooking some or baking some cookies with her mother tonight, so hopefully you guys are enjoying your baking together. So real quick, back to my cigar. I'm kind of chuckling because in a way, I really can't get over how amazing this cigar profile is. So with this being as dark as it is, I was fully expecting a lot of pepper. Not gonna lie, I was really expecting just a very spicy, all around, full of pepper, just to give you a really dark Maduro kind of feel. And I got to tell you, it was like, you don't know anything, bro. Like this cigar has changed my thought process on Maduros. I mean, this thing is smooth. I mean, like James Bond smooth. I mean, this thing has a great flavor profile when it comes to just the pepper mixing in with the leather and just that little bit of oil. I'm getting a little hint of like some cocoa, a little bit of chocolate. can't really put my thumb on it, but I mean, it's there, and I know that it's there. It's just it's a subtle sweetness it's making me all gooey on the inside. I mean, it is an absolute awesome cigar. And I'm telling you again, if you haven't checked them out, whether you're a Flyers fan or not, check out these cigars. You are going to love yourself for checking out these cigars. I promise you that. Everybody's checking in, saying, hey to Jess, my lady love. Yes, your favorite, the rosebuds, as you call them. Yes, so I call them rosebuds. All right, little question for everybody, a little question for the class. If you've ever had a peanut butter cookie, all right, so it's like a peanut butter cookie, it's about like yay round, with a Hershey Kiss dabbed in the middle, what do you call those? I call them rosebuds. My mom calls them something different, and I'm curious to see if anybody has ever heard of or seen these cookies, and if you have, what do you call them? So please let me know in the chat. David Boutwell saying, did you get a chance to interview Brian Propp? You know what? I didn't. So here's the thing. Brian was a little busy when I got in there. Let me take a puff real quick. So Brian Propp was a little busy in the Smoking Dog, and I didn't want to take up too much of his time with asking him questions and getting to interview him and all that good stuff. So what had happened was I had given him my business card that has the smoking section. I gave him my email, my cell phone number, all that good stuff. And I was hoping at some point in time, because I still have 4 more cigars left out of my 5-pack, maybe at some point in time, trying to get a hold of him and maybe trying to do a sit down with him. I'm not sure if he lives locally or if he's still traveling, or I don't know how long he's going to be gone promoting the Guffaw Cigars. But I was going to try and see after the new year and all that good stuff about messaging him or sending him a text message and seeing if I can get a sit down with him to actually go over his own cigars. And we'll see if we can do that together. So that would be something that I would really enjoy doing with him. So that'll be pretty cool. So far the answers that I've gotten to my questions. Peace, Love, and Guns says moose something. Okay, all right. Hopefully not moose munch, because that's with popcorn, but moose droppings maybe. Johnny Harris says drop cookies. Peace, Love, and Guns says Buckeyes. Okay. Jessica says your mom calls them peanut butter blossoms. I call them peanut butter with Hershey Kisses. D-Hub is saying, I bet you burned your nose doing the retro hail just then. No, I didn't actually. This is a really, really smooth cigar. There is no burn at all with this cigar. It's beautiful. From Maduro, it's absolutely beautiful. And Christopher Ojeda is saying peanut butter blossoms. So it looks like peanut butter blossoms is the overall consensus, whatever the chef calls them. So if I make them, we're calling them rosebuds. So why not? I guess it's better than turd buds or something like that, or whatever the case may be. So for right now, we're going to call them peanut butter blossoms. So yes, Jess is making peanut butter blossoms with her mother tonight. And let me show you that ash. And I'm smoking this really slowly because I'm talking a lot, and B, I'm really, really enjoying this cigar. And we might go a little later for this one tonight too, by the way, because I am smoking a little slower. But the ash is just staying so solid on this cigar. I'm absolutely loving everything about this cigar right now. I really, really am. It's a beautiful, beautiful cigar. And I hope that everybody gets a chance to try these. I mean, honestly, give them a try, because you are not going to be disappointed with any of these cigars. If the Maduro is this good, then I know the Suave cigar is going to be good. Once again, that's like their Connecticut. They call it the Suave. And the Medino, which is like their Corojo, like their medium blend, that's going to be a banger too. And I'm going to smoke them all. I promise you, I'm going to smoke them all. We might do some little mini series cigar reviews on those. Not really alive with those, but they're gonna be absolutely awesome. I know they are. If this one is this good, I can only imagine what those are going to taste like, honestly. So D Hub says, "Well, I'm not sure what those cookies are, but with those so-called smooth cigars, I still burn my nose. I'm jealous." No, you know what? I got to be honest with you. So, little backstory. While I continue to sip and smoke, um, I wasn't always a big fan of the retro hail. Um, a lot of times it wound up like choking me up, or like it just felt like I was like burning like my uvula. That was a really hard one to say on stream. It's like every time I get in front of a camera, I can't talk. Um, it really used to like make me tear up, and just kind of like I was like, oh, I'm never doing that again. And I got to be honest. I mean, now like I've done it so many times with different strengths of cigars that it's almost like it's numb to it. It's numb to the burn, but I get a lot of the flavor out of it. That's where I get a lot of my flavor notes that I come up with the cigar. Now, some people might not get the same flavor notes that I'm going to get. It doesn't mean that what you taste in the cigar is there and what I taste isn't, or vice versa. It just means what your taste buds can actually taste within the cigar. That's what you're going to be heightened to. A lot of people can't taste like the cocoa notes because they're so small. I mean, unless you have like, a leather rose, which is like based off of sweetness, or like a Java mint, or any of that, you're not always going to be able to taste those cocoa notes. And sometimes I can't taste it. And I'll read a description online and I'll be like, oh, yeah, I got that. Yeah, I got that too. Cocoa. Where the hell do you get cocoa from? All I got was pepper and this. But it all depends on your tastes and what you are acceptable to. What you can find out with your taste. Ted is saying Susie is right. Peanut butter blossoms. Well, you know what, Ted? Stop kissing up. And it really just doesn't bother me as much as it used to. With everything, it's more of like a calming thing for me now, where it's like I can't smoke a cigar without doing a retro hail. Just for the sheer fact of that's where I really get the enjoyment of those notes in the cigar. I can taste the main ones when I just blow it out of my, off my tongue. But, a lot of times I get those really deep flavors from the retro hail. And that's what I really love about it. And it's not that you have to do that to get those flavors. It's just something that if you can build yourself up to be able to do it, then that's great. If you can't do it, then you might have to try and dig a little deeper, keep the smoke in your mouth a little bit longer before you blow it out, to kind of let it sit, let those flavors and just all that in the smoke sit on your tongue, and then, blow it out to kind of see what rolls off last. As people say, there's so many ways to skin a cat. Well, there's so many ways to, try and figure out what you're going to be tasting when you're smoking a cigar. So, I mean, don't let that bother you if you can't do it out of your nose yet, or, do that retro hail, because a lot of times it just takes, I don't want to say practice, like just go out there and start blowing smoke out of your nose, but sometimes you got to kind of get used to that burn to be able to kind of numb yourself up for getting those flavors, so that we don't really worry too much about the burn. You can worry more about what's in there. You know what I mean? Now, one thing that I have noticed is it is getting a little harder to pull for me. That's why I'm taking a few more puffs, just to kind of get that fire back to going. But I am talking a lot as well. So between talking and letting it sit, and then trying to get it back to go, back to smoky again, It is taking me a few more puffs just to try and get some decent smoke out of it. But I mean, it's the flavor profile is staying right on point. It's not moving around too much when it comes to flavors and all that stuff. It is really staying very unique to itself, but it's also staying very consistent with it as well. And I think that that's what's really making this a very enjoyable cigar. That everything is just right there. It's not trying to hide notes from you. It's not trying to keep much from you. It's right there with you the whole way through. And I'm absolutely loving this cigar. David Boutwell saying, I've had several of the big poppy David Ortiz Maduros. I think Carl Malone has a cigar blend also. And I have heard of the big poppies. I haven't tried the David Ortiz Maduros. And I have heard of the Carl Malone as well. I haven't tried any of them, to be honest with you. I didn't even know that these guys were coming out, or that Brian Propp was coming out until I saw the post on Saturday morning. And I was like, I got to go support him. Something told me, like, I got to go there, meet him, and I got to try these cigars. And I got to tell you, I am absolutely so thankful that I did, because he's an absolute awesome guy to talk to. He's just so awesome. He's very sweet. I mean, he's not like boisterous or snobby. I mean, he is so down to earth. Which to me, I think is kind of rare, because a lot of people that I've talked to, you don't always get to put a face to a brand. Obviously, Nick Perdomo, he's very out there when it comes to a lot of his cigars. I don't really hear too much from Rocky Patel. I know that he does go out there and everything, but I really don't get to see Rocky that often. But it was just so nice to be able to put a face to a brand. And that face was just so genuine, so caring, so into his product. I really enjoyed that. And I think that, that whole experience is what really makes you want to go for a cigar. That when you're first trying out somebody's cigar, and it's not just somebody that's there to bring you the cigar from the owner, or not just somebody that, drives there who only has your region to bring you cigars and tell you what's new. You actually get to meet the man himself that planned out this cigar. I think that makes the cigar so much better when you just get to actually have that encounter with that guy that brings you such a beautiful, awesome product. That to me means more than anything. But that's just me. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to actually knock my ash off. And it's a very solid ash. And I just want to give this a little more heat, because I don't want it to burn weird. And that's one thing that I've always had a problem with whenever I try to ash a cigar, that if I talk for long periods of time, that ash kind of covers up the cherry, and it winds up cooling off my cigar a little quicker than I'd want it to. And with it being so cold out here, the ash is really, not maintaining a lot of heat. It's not as hot as the cherry itself. So I wanted to try and relight that, just so that way I could still enjoy this cigar and have every little bit of enjoyment that this cigar has brought me. I'm just trying to pick this off because it's going to be coming to that point soon. There we go. Put that to the side. So I have Eric says that he has a Carl Malone. Very nice. You'll have to tell me how that is. Johnny Harris said, yes, tried the Carl Malone, and it's great. Okay, so there you go right there. Carl Malone puts out a pretty nice product. Terry Monroe says, the Suave is very light pepper taste, a little leather, and a soft, easy flavor. Very, very mild for the most part. Okay, awesome. Glad that you're enjoying that. And Jay White checking in saying, what's up, brother? How's the cigar? It's really good, man. And that's an understatement, because the cigar is not really good. It is a game changer. I know that I've said this quite a few times tonight, and I got to tell you, this cigar is absolutely a game changer. I am so impressed by this cigar. I mean, honestly, I cannot be more genuine. I am so impressed by this cigar. I really didn't know what to expect. All the cigars in the sampler looked absolutely amazing. but everybody knows that looks can be deceiving. And until I really got a chance to light one up, not like I was hesitant, but I was just kind of like, they might be decent cigars. They're a little pricey, but they might be decent. Hopefully. And I got to tell you, change your whole mental state. They are not decent. These are absolute award-winning, Hall of Fame putting in cigars. Honestly, they are. Honest to God, I would not just say that. These cigars are good quality cigars, and these are the cigars that you want in your repertoire, that you're able to just enjoy day in and day out. Honestly, I would check these things out. They're absolutely amazing. So, Eric's asking me for my rating. I don't know if I want to give my rating yet because I still got a decent amount of cigar left. I don't know if I want to give this rating yet. I don't know. All right, so let me just get this out of the way real quick. For the Guffaw cigar by Brian Propp, Maduro. Let me break it down real quick. So I know I've got a lot of cigar left, but I got to tell you, I'm gonna out of 5 stars, and everybody knows I never give 5 stars on anything. I always find a little something because as everybody knows, nothing in this world is perfect. The only thing that's perfect in this world was Jesus, and when he came down, he was the only perfect thing on this planet. So I kind of like to live by that nothing can ever get a 5-star because there's always something little. There's always something little. I'd like to take everything and kind of bring that back off of, that whole, feeling that, only Jesus was perfect. And I got to tell you, this thing is as close to perfect as I can possibly bring it. My rating for this, out of 5 stars, I'm giving this cigar, Guffaw Cigars by Brian Propp, the Maduro. I'm giving this a 4.8 out of 5 stars. Now, a lot of you are probably sitting there going like, all right, 0.2? You took 0.2 off of this cigar. Well, yeah, I did, because in all honesty, in absolute all honesty, the midway through the cigar, I am having a little bit of a hard time pulling on it, and I don't know if you guys can see that or not. There's some black shinies in there. That's the oil from the Maduro wrapper and just the tobacco in there. I might have messed up by not putting a straight cut on it, so it's pretty much my fault that I'm having a little bit of trouble with trying to pull it. It's constructed absolutely amazingly. The wrapper hasn't cracked. It hasn't started peeling. The heat hasn't affected it. The ash fell right off. When I knocked it off, it laid there. It didn't fall apart. The flavor profile is just on point. On point in the sense of it's not your typical Maduro. It's a smooth Maduro. It's not going to blow your socks off. It's not going to put you in a coma like the Neanderthal might or the Tabernacle might, with that strength that they come out with. For this cigar, everything to me with this cigar was damn near close to perfect. That's just me. That's really the only thing that I can call out on this cigar. Is just a little bit of a hard draw, and to me, I think that's more my fault. So I gave a point to myself and a point to the cigar. Um, that I probably should have used a straight cut instead of a V cut. Um, but the cigar is absolutely amazing, to be honest. And D Hub's checking in saying, "What are you drinking on tonight?" I am drinking some apple pie moonshine. I thought that it would be nice for a night like tonight. Everybody knows that I don't really drink too much. Um, I might have a beer every now and then, but tonight I felt like some apple pie moonshine, so I wound up pouring a little glass of that. But Eric says, "Sorry to put you on the spot." LOL. No, no, seriously. I mean, I try to give her a rating towards the end of the cigar because as the heat builds up and you're puffing on the cigar and everything starts getting down to that last little bit of a nub, that's when you can start kind of seeing what problems you're having, if the flavor changes, um, what how it reacted throughout the whole cigar. Did you have any hills? Did you have any hooks? Did you have any mountains? Did you have any valleys? I mean, how the cigar reacts should be something that I try to do as I smoke it all the way down, just to see, did it go out on one side? Was it wrapped too tight on one side, but the other side was pretty open? Did I have trouble drawing on it the whole time? Was it too easy to draw? Did it feel like I wasn't taking enough smoke? Did the cigar crack? Did it, break under pressure? Did it have any problems? Did the flavor profile just drop off the face of the earth? And you're like, where'd it go? um, it's just it's something that I try to do towards the end. But I got to tell you, I mean, I have full out confidence that I can give this a 4.8 out of 5 stars, with how amazing this cigar has reacted with everything right now. Now, towards the end, that rating might change when it comes to, you know, taking a few more points off with stress of the cigar, the wrap, and everything. But I mean, right now, I mean, I have no complaints with this cigar whatsoever. So tonight, it looks like Terry Monroe is going to be doing the cigar quote for the night. And Terry Monroe had said, "If I had taken my doctor's advice and quit smoking when he advised me to, I wouldn't have lived to go to his funeral." George Burns. Okay. I like it. I like it. Hopefully, I outlive all my doctors from smoking cigars and drinking apple pie moonshine. But no, in all honesty, the cigar is an absolute winner all the way around so far. I mean, I cannot tell you guys that enough. I mean, you really got to check this cigar out, honestly, because I mean, the 5 pack is a winner. You can't go wrong. Even if you're not a Connecticut smoker, you always like Maduros. Try different things because you never know. Maybe those Connecticut's that he has in that 5 pack are something that you absolutely cannot live without. It's true. Always keep an open mind when it comes to cigars because not every cigar is going to act or react the same way as your last one did. So I would definitely check these out. Mm-mm. As my dad said, $12 a cigar really isn't all that bad, which we did the math. I'd had him do the math in the back. Um, it's like it winds up being like $12 a cigar. So that's really not all that bad. You know, I would definitely check them out. Seriously. I mean, if you really enjoy them, or if you really think that, hey, you know what, Sean knows what the hell he's talking about, I'm going to buy the box of 20. Buy the box of 20. I mean, you can't go wrong. Honestly, you can't. Um, I just think that these are absolute winning cigars. And I feel like he deserves the credit to be able to bring these cigars to light. And if you really want to try them, you should definitely give them a try because these are absolute high quality cigars. Plain and simple. That's my whole thing. They're high quality cigars, and you need to give it a try. D-Hub saying this review should go for another hour. Oh, I don't know about that, man. I got work in the morning. It's already 8 o'clock, brother. I'm usually in bed by 9:30 nowadays. With me starting my new job, I wound up, changing my hours around. I do 6 to 4:30 now. I do 10-hour days, Monday through Thursday, and I'm usually off on Fridays. So, I mean, I've been trying to check in bed around 9:30. Even if I just get in bed by 9 o'clock and I just lay there until 9:30, I've been trying to get in bed because it's the hour change for me is a little different, and so I don't know about another hour, brother, but one of these days we'll have to do a multi-hour stream. I'll bring a couple cigars, we'll light up a couple, we'll have a couple drinks, we'll just all chill out and just relax. So Eric is saying we all trust your opinion. Hey, look, I'm gonna be honest with you. Kind of like I said with the retro hail. Some people might taste something different than I taste. D-Hub is basically saying, he still can't do the nasal exhale yet. So I mean, he might not get some of the notes that I wind up getting in there, and he might not like these cigars as much as I like these cigars. But I got to tell you, I always want to try and give something a try. In all honesty, I heard good things about the Magic Toast. It wasn't my fan favorite. Will I smoke another one? Yeah, I probably will. I'll probably do a mini cigar series about it, or something to that effect. Just because I think that it's nice to try different things and give things multiple tries. And I don't like putting things down. And if I try something, I always encourage somebody else to give it the same try. Try going in without my opinion on it. Start from scratch. Start fresh. Forget I even made this video, and buy the cigars from Guffaw Cigars and give them a try and say like, hey, this is something completely new to me. Let me try this. Let me see how it does. Let me see if this is for me, and then go from there. And if I was right and you liked them, then give me some props. If I was wrong, don't say anything. No, but I mean, give it a try. Always go into smoking cigars with a fresh set of eyes, so to speak, or fresh taste buds, I guess, in this case. Always give it a try and just, give it a chance, because you never know if somebody's going to surprise you or something's going to surprise you like this cigar surprised me. And D-Hub's going to be my guest star next time. All right, sounds good, man. We'll have you on. Chill out with some smoking cigars and see how you're feeling out there with your cigars. Well, I got to be honest with you. I mean, I'm really starting to get. It's not bad, but I don't know if you guys can see that. See that right there? That's the oil. I'm popping little oil bubbles in the end. I don't know if you guys can see that, but I got some shininess in there. That oil is what's making it a little hard to pull on, which I should have done. I should have done a straight cut, because usually for oily cigars, I like to do a straight cut. But I mean, this cigar is doing a really nice job of maintaining its flavor. I really, really enjoy this cigar, and hopefully you guys give it a try as well. All I can do is hope that you guys can give it a try, see how it goes, see if it's something that you guys enjoy, and go from there. And hopefully we'll bring another good cigar to your humidors, and one cigar at a time. We will bring a good cigar to your humidor, one cigar at a time. Sorry about that. But with that being said, everybody, I am probably going to finish smoking this cigar, enjoy the rest of my night. I'm going to put the link in the description for Guffaw Cigars by Brian Propp, before we get out of here, let me bring up this 5-pack one more time. This is Guffaw Cigars by Brian Propp, number 26 off of the Flyers, hence the Flyers hat and the jersey. Please, with all of my heart, I mean this, please, if you are interested in getting these cigars, check them out. Please give them a try. Look them up. Try and get them as fast as you can and tell me how you feel about them. These are absolute Hall of Fame, game-winning, slap shot into the goal, overtime winner cigars. And I can stand by these. I will stand by these cigars every day of the week. I am loving the Maduro. I cannot wait to jump in and try the Suave and the Medina or the Medino. These are absolute game-changing cigars, and I really hope that everybody gets a chance to give them a try. Check them out. Give them a holler. Send them an email. Tell them how you feel about them. Please, he put a lot of honest work into these cigars, and I'm telling you, hand to God, these are absolute game-changing cigars. Terry Monroe actually just posted the link in the chat, so please give them a check out. Johnny Harris saying, take care, Sean and Terry and the gang. Have a Merry Christmas, everyone. Yes, everybody, I probably won't see everybody on another live until probably after Christmas. So please have a Merry Christmas. Be safe. If you wind up drinking a lot, please stay home, stay off the roads. If you're not drinking a lot, please be careful on your way home. Watch out for deers, drunk drivers, and everything else. But please, most of all, be safe. Enjoy the time with your family, your friends, your children, your parents, whoever's watching this, whatever you got as family, enjoy your time with them. Christmas season isn't just about gifts. It's about the love that we have, for each other, the love that we have for, our fellow man, plus it's the birth of our Lord and Savior, Jesus Christ. And to me, that is very near and dear to my heart. So I'm going to be posting another video probably on Christmas Day for a very special cigar. And I will be looking forward to seeing everybody's comments, concerns, and all that on that as well. But yes, please enjoy your Christmas. Have a Merry Christmas, everybody. I'm going to keep smoking this beautiful, beautiful cigar and finish up my drink, and I'm going to call it a night. But until then, everybody, this is Sean from the smoking section. As always, please stay blessed, stay smoking, and I will catch everybody on the next one. Thank you all for supporting. Thank you all for coming out, and I will catch you guys on the next one. From the smoking section, this is Sean. Catch you guys later. See you guys. Take it easy.